with 31 overs to go. West Indies are 132 for 4. Since tea, West Indies lost the wicket of Kavem Hodge, gone caught behind off the bowling of Maharaj for 29. Jason Holder have since then joined Athanaze. Maharaj over the wicket to Athanaze. He swept this away down behind square. The fielder comes to his right, sends the return in, restrict them to 1. Sorry about that. The score moves up now to 133 for 4. Athanaze have pushed up to 56. Jason Holder is on 3. He comes into strike to face the bowling of Mara. So there's a slip. There are 2 slips and a forward and a silly point, a silly mid-off. Just backward point. That same fielder they had short extra cover, and they are taking the man off the backward square leg boundary, bringing him to backward square leg, ball to Holder and Holder drive. He doesn't beat the fielder at short extra cover. That is Bavuma. There is no run. The score remains at 133 for 3. So there are 2 slips. Ball to Holder. Holder drive again. This time he beats the short extra cover down to long off for a single. The score now will move up to 134 for 4. Athanaze, who's on 56, will come back into strike. Hodge, he got a good delivery. But I think the ball pitch and Hodge methodology is to play the spin off the back foot. And if that's his methodology, that's his methodology. We cannot try to say that he should be forward. Over the wicket to Athanaze, and he swept this away again. Down back with a square leg for another singer. He will move up to 57. The score will move up to 135. 2 to come in the over. So we cannot hear saying that he should be forward. His methodology is to play the spin off the back foot. He could have been forward and get a good delivery also. He got a good delivery. It pitch, it bounce, it turn. Probably if I am to be extremely critical, I could say he followed it and he could have probably dropped his wrist. But then watching on television is a different thing than from actually out in the middle. So there's a slip, a silly mid-off, and a short extra cover for Holder. Short extra cover is right beside the pitch. That one pitches and turn past the outside edge of Holder bat through to the keeper, and there's no run. But what had happened there, Holder hold this line. He didn't follow the ball. And that's good from Holder, you know. We have seen it in the past where he held this line. They are going for it. Bavuma is going for it. I think it passes and misses the edge of the bat, but they are going for it. That's good from Holder, and that's something that the other batsmen can learn from Holder. When the ball is turning away or swinging away, Holder doesn't follow it. He hold his line. He hold the line of the bat. He doesn't move towards it. And that, look at him. He didn't at no time moves towards the ball. It misses it by a mile. So South Africa used up another review. Just waiting for Cynical. You can see that it misses it by a mile. It gone, man. It misses it by a mile. And so, well, you know, but the interesting thing there, as you see in this slow motion, he didn't follow it with the bat. If he had moved his wrist toward it, he would have got the edge. So that's good from Holder. Very good technique. That is something that all batsmen need to learn and practice. So that was good from Holder. I like that. And I've seen it on more than one occasion. Sorry. So West Indies 135 for 4. Holder is on 4. Athanaze is on 57. 5 extras thus far. Since T, Hodge gone for 29. Ball to Holder off the back foot, and he places to the man at short extra cover, and there is no run. So there's a man at silly mid-off, and then there's a man at short mid-off, and then there's a short extra cover. It's the end of over number 37. 30 overs to go. West Indies 135 for 4. So 30 overs to go. We need a further, I think, 60 62 runs, 163 runs. 163 runs from 30 overs. What you say about that? What, do we have a chance? Stephen Roach. As Stephen Roach said, when a man completes a week work without no absences, do you give him a round of applause? No, because it is expected. So why are you giving this young man a round of applause? Is he not there to bat? Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He turned this away down towards fine leg, straight to the fielder. He will get a singer, and the score will move up to 136 for 4. The score, he moves up now for 58. Stephen Roach, I put up my hand, right? I put up my hand. I got your point. I got you loud and clear. Okay, sir? I got you loud and clear. Okay. You just come back in for it. I last Stephen Roach. Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. I will continue to applaud though, but I got your point. Bowls to hold off the back foot. He strokes it to backward point, and there is no run. I absolutely got your point. But yeah. About another hour of play, I guess, because the light will soon dim. Thank you. I hope so, Mr. Casanova. We'll get 29 overs after this one from Rabada. I 6 wicket in hand, but really our batting, the tail is so long, and that's why I really want to see. I really want Older to bat at 8 and get in another batsman to bat at number 6. Full toss by Rabada to Older, I place it to mid-off, and there is no run. And that's why it is important for Older to become a wicket-taking bowler. That's why it is important, that he becomes a wicket-taking bowler, so he can be one of the 4 bowlers. As I said, I think his performance has been above average, but not great, but has been above average. It would have been great if he had gotten some wickets. Let's watch Rabada bowl to him. Over the wicket, bowl to Older, and he defends. That one comes back in sharply, but not well played by Older. He took the right hand off the bat, and there is no run. You're saying, Envoy saying it only takes 2 wickets in an over, and we in the game. Mikyle is saying that, in my opinion, Rabada and Maharaj is the only threat so far in the test match. We just need to see Rabada because he cannot bowl forever. I agree with you, but I get this impression that these 2 are going to bowl to the end of the match. I just feel that way, that these 2 are going to bowl to the end of the match. Well, let's see. Let's watch and see. Keith Aaron is saying it's raining in East Trinidad. How far away from Queen's Park Oval is that? Rabada, 2 steps go down, bowl to Older, drives through the covers, between backward point and cover. He's going to run very close to the boundary. The fielder slid, picked it up, laid off the return. The return comes in, they get 2. Good work there by the South African, 2 more to Older. He will move up now to 6. West Indies will move up to 138 for 4. The groundsmen are getting ready. Good sign for the West Indies. Athanaze is on 58. Jason Older is on 4. Remind you, the wicket gone since T. Hodge got one from Maharaj that spit out of the pitch and turned, took the edge through to the keeper, and he was out. I think it was a wonderful delivery. If you are going to be exceptionally critical, you could say he could have dropped his wrist, but it's always easier to say than to actually do. I think that ball spit out, it turns, and he was out caught behind. Well bowled by Maharaj. Hodge played well for his 29. Christopher Bristol, my friend, how are you, man? Good afternoon to you. How are you doing? Glad to have you here, Christopher Bristol. How is it in Canada? You think that West Indies should go for the win and stop poking around? I don't think they have been poking around though, Christopher Bristol. I wouldn't say that. Ball to Athanaze, he's swept away, but straight to the man, dead on a short square leg. He's right in line with the square leg line. Yeah, they have been scoring at more than over 3.5 runs and over, and I wouldn't call that poking around in no sense of the way. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and the back foot, he turns it to the man at square leg, and there is no run. So, you know, Christopher Bristol, I think that's about 3.6. I hope it will come up on the screen. I think it's probably about 3.6 that they are scoring at. So in no way you could say they are poking around. That is good test match batting. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He's forward. He drives through the offside. Work for the field that cover. They gone for 1. They come back for 2. Will Older go back for 3? It depends on him. No. He's just touched down for the second. 140 for 4. Athanaze move up to 60. So the groundsmen are getting ready. Kurt Amiod is saying that right now in Diego Martin is no rain. Ball to Athanaze, and he plays a lovely shot. Cavalier, West Indies style, off the up, feet in the air. You know it, magnificent. Wide of the man at cover, down to the boundary for 4. 6-4 now for Athanaze. West Indies move up to 144 for 4. Typical West Indies flair. He used his feet, and when he got there, he played a magnificent half drive to the right of the man at mid-off and down to the boundary for 4. Athanaze looking good. Very good indeed. Oh, sweet, lovely. Maharaj wiped his hand in the ground, then in his pants. He's going to come over the wicket to Athanaze. Slipped on a forward shortly. Over the wicket to Athanaze. Full toss, swept away. Straight into the helmet of the man at forward short leg. That is what I'm telling you, that it is show that is what the West Indies fielder should have done. Look at him. You see? That is what I'm telling you. The fetal position. You remember I was telling you that the West Indies player got up, seat there? That's exactly what I was telling you. Magnificent. That's what I was telling you. That's the right way. He decided to go over the wicket, and he bowls to Athanaze, who's off the back foot, and he banged this through cover. Work for the South African fielder. It's 4 runs nonetheless. He tried to stop it, but I think he went into the boundary with the ball. 4 more to Athanaze. He will move up now to 68. The score will move up to 148. Clearly, he was in the boundary as he come in contact with that ball. Clearly. And so 4 more runs to Athanaze. He looking very, very good here. Athanaze is looking ominous. 148 for 4. Athanaze is on 68 not out from 79 deliveries. 8-4. 8 fours for Athanaze. That was clearly a boundary. So, but remember the other day I was explaining to you that when it was it who played the sweep shot? Rabada played a sweep shot, and the fielder forward short leg stood up, and I was explaining to you that he needed to take up the fetal position. That was not the right position. Bedingham show you exactly there what I was talking about. You adapt the fetal position and your helmet points towards the batsman, and you make yourself as small as possible so your body is behind your shoulder and the helmet. Well done, Bedingham. I'm glad you demonstrated it for me. Rabada bowls to Jason Holder, who pushes at this one, beaten outside the off stump, and there is no run. And again, the reason why the ball misses the edge is he didn't follow it. Look at it. Look at the slow motion replay. He didn't follow it with the bat. Well played, Jason Holder. As Envoy, can Holder pump a massive 6 so we get another ball? The groundsmen are getting ready. They are getting ready. Have their rain cloak on. Rabada comes into bowl to Holder, and Holder defends down the underside of the pitch. There is no run. Mr. Casanova is saying, imagine we have to play for rain to save us. It's part of the game, Mr. Casanova. Don't. It's part of the game. We must admit, one of the things that I can admit is that this team is not a very strong team. It's the best you can rate this team is average. And the mic man, that guy there is the man who took out the stump and take out the mic and protect the cameras and so on. So he's on the go. Rabada ball to hold the defense on the offside and there is no run. So he's on the go, so you know that rain is near. Keith Aaron, I don't get that one. Kirkamute is saying is agreeing with Mr. Casanova. I don't feel it's a shame. I think that if we did not bat 92 overs in the first innings, this match would have been over already, despite the rain. Over the wicket, ball to hold out, turns us off the middle stump, down to backward square leg, on the bounce, they get another single, hold on, move up to 7. Athanaze, who's on 68, comes into strike. West Indies 149 for 4. So Rabada, 2 deliveries to come in this over. This is over number 40. 149 for 4. Athanaze, who's on 8, comes into strike. 68, sorry. Older, Jason Ola is not out. 7 from 22 deliveries. Rabada maps his brow and start to move in. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze short. And he pulls it down to fine leg for a single. He moves up to 69. West Indies move up now to 150. So that's the 150 for the West Indies. Jason Ola will come back into strike. Oh, you're saying approximately 16 miles from Port of Spain. Okay, thank you very much. Michael Williams is saying if West Indies have to win this game, Athanaze will have to bat to the end. I love that thought, you know. Over the wicket comes in, ball to hold and hold the defense out into the offside, and there is no run. That's a nice positive thought. I don't think West Indies can win the match. How much they need? 140 from 30 overs. 140, so that's almost 5 runs and over. I don't think we can win, but Michael Williams, why I love that thought, it is nice and positive. But I don't think we can win this match. Jammer Small, if Athanaze get out, I'll be angry with you, I'll be angry with Mikyle Douglas, and I'll be angry with someone else. And Kirkamute is saying, if you have a batsman like Chris Gale or Brian Lara, we would win this, but we don't. And there is it again. That's why Kirkamute, I have never say if. Because, you know, if I keep on saying, if doesn't play is the cricket. Over the wicket, ball to Athanaze, and he turns this to the man at short mid-wicket, and there is no run. Mr. Casanova is saying that Rabada looked tired and lazy in the field, which is good for us. That is because you bat 92 overs in the first innings. That is one of the things, you know. Batting 92 overs. Let's watch Maharaj ball to Athanaze. Struck outside the half stump. He was hit outside the half stump. He misses the sweep shot, but he clearly was struck outside the half stump. He got his spot outside the half stump. Clearly, well played, young man. Although he misses it, he ensured that he got that part outside the half stump. Well played. That's good techniques there, definitely. Maharaj to Athanaze. He's on the front foot. He drives wide of the man at cover who gives chase. They get another single. He moves up to 70. 151 for 4. Jason Oda comes into strike. Yeah, so that is part of really batting 92 overs. Batting 92 overs in a test match is more than just the runs that you scored on. It's what you do to the opposition bowling attack, keeping them in the field for so long, and with the second test match coming up in just a few days' time. So there's a lot of advantages from batting 92 overs. If we had not bat that 92 overs, South Africa would have declared earlier this morning, maybe even from yesterday, and we'd under more pressure. Maharaj to Ola is forward, plays it to the man at short mid-off. So there's a silly mid-off and there's a man at short mid-off. He's midway the pitch. So you get a better picture. So there's a slip, a forward short leg, and a short mid-off. He comes in, ball to Ola, is on the front foot, on the bounce to the man at at Silva, and there is no run. One to come in this over from Maharaj. He's bowling to the lanky West Indies all-rounder Jason Holder. He comes in now, bowl to Holder, and Holder is forward. It goes to the man at short mid-off. So it beat the field at Silva mid-off and goes to the man at short mid-off. At the end of the over, West Indies 151 for 4. Alick Athanaze is on 70. With him, Jason Holder, he's on 7. And that is 41 overs. So 26 overs maximum. Well, it's minimum. It's really minimum. 26 overs minimum remaining in the day's play. I doubt very much though that they will get. And what are you encouraging? He's encouraging the South African to get the sandpaper. Who is producing this match? Do you know? Is it Sunset and Vine or is it Super Sport? It would be nice to know. So Rabada around the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He clipped this away off his pad. Runs, chase for the man at fine leg. It's going very close to the boundary. The man at backward square leg got there before him. 2 more to Athanaze. He moves up to 72. West Indies 153 for 4. We are in over number 42. And Patrick Smith is saying, Carlton, I don't share your sentiments about needing the rain to save them. They should back themselves out of the situation. Okay, fine. Ball to Athanaze. He defends down the half side of the pitch, and there is no run. We are entitled to our different opinions. I appreciate your opinion. No, nothing. I appreciate your opinion every time. But I have a different opinion, and you have a different one. That's all right. I love that. I love when we have different opinions. You know, but I don't think that rain coming and washing out the rest of the day, and the match ending a draw. It's a part of the game. It's definitely a part of the game. It's definitely a part of the game. 153 for 4, Athanaze on 72. Rabada over the wicket, ball to Athanaze short. He pulls this down to man, the fielder on the mid-wicket boundary. He goes up now to 73. The score moves up to 154. Jason Holder comes in to strike. Kenroy Ferran is asking what's this. Okay, I think I would have done that. AR, welcome, man. It's a long time I haven't seen you. It's a pleasure to having you here. Please remember to share the video. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. And support, please, support our hurricane relief effort. Over the wicket, 2 slips, ball to Holder. He drives pleasantly. Can't beat Rabada though, but they will still get the run. Holder will move up to 8. The score will move up to 155 now for 4. So Rabada just scampering to his left from mid-off, stop the ball, and they go through for a single. 8 for Holder, 73 for Athanaze, 155 for 4. It's going to be very interesting to see if Rabada and, as I said, Rabada round the wicket to Athanaze, and he pulls down to the man on the mid-wicket boundary again. Oh, it beats him to his left. Magnificent shot by Athanaze. For a moment, I thought it was going straight to the fielder, but he pulled it to his left, and it goes into the boundary for 4. Magnificent shot. That will take Athanaze up to 77. So magnificent shot there. Rabada shot, and he pulled it away down backward of square leg for 4 more. Athanaze move up to 77. West Indies 159 for 4. We are in over number 42. So Athanaze seconds as Rabada comes into him now. And he stopped. They're making some adjustment in the field. Athanaze look to ensure where the fielder is. He just check on it. Rabada round the wicket to Athanaze, and he pulls again down towards backward of square leg. The fielder comes around this time. He ensure that he hit this one down in the ground, and they go back for 2. So he will move up to 89. At the end of over number 42, West Indies 161 for 4. A further 137 needed from 27 overs. 137 from 27 overs. That's just about 6 runs and over needed. Can West Indies do it? So 137 from 27 overs, 5 runs and over. 5 points. Say 5 runs and over. I wish they would have given us on the screen. So it's going to be very interesting. So Riri Rabada want to go back to the hotel. Mr. Casanova, I'm not reading that, I'm not reading that. All right, Stephen Roach, point taken. Forward come Older, plays it to the man at silly mid-off, and there is no run. I'm not reading that, Mikyle. Round the wicket, ball to Older, forward, and there is no run. So, Mikyle, I'm not reading any of those comments. I'm not reading those comments at all. I'm not reading those comments because I'll be upset with you guys. I will be upset. Ball to Older, and Older is forward, and there is no run. So, Maharaj going through his over. I think that probably that's it for Rabada. See Markram warming up. Maharaj to Older, and Older drives. Cannot beat extra cover. Bavuma whips the return into the keeper, and there is no run. So Older is on 8. Athanaze is on 79. 161 for 4. Maharaj round the wicket, ball to Older. He drives with intent. High in the air, over extra cover. It bumps away into the boundary now for 4. Good shot by Older. He moves up to 12. And Maharaj looking at him and saying, why did you do that? I don't know what's wrong with this South African. They think that when a man played a shot, they should look at it like, say, why did you do that? What's wrong with them? Hold that, Maharaj. Hold that. High over the top by Older. He moves up now to 12. West Indies 165. 165 for 4. Older is on 12. As Maharaj comes into him. Watch for the arm ball, though, is forward. Lovely by Older. Goes to the man at forward short leg. And there is no run. That's the end of over number 43. West Indies 165 for 4. Athanaze is on 79 from 89 deliveries, 9-4. Jason Older is on 12 from 32 deliveries, 1-4. West Indies needing a further 133 runs to win. 25 overs. Can we do it? Can we do it? At what stage do we switch gear to say we want to win this match? I think I'm not going to say anything. I shouldn't even say that. Let's just let the game play out. Due to the fact that the next match is in Guyana, will Motie be in the 11 after going wicketless in this match? Charles Taylor, thank you for that comment. Join me Tuesday morning and you'll hear my views on that. Join me. You'll definitely hear my view on that. Join me Tuesday morning. Tomorrow morning, I'll do the player ratings. Then on Tuesday morning, I will do the watch along. Mulder is it to pick up the ball in attack from the end that Rabada was bowling from. It looks to me that this is the pavilion end, right? I think so. I can see the pavilion steps behind him. So this is the player's pavilion end. Let's Mulder now. As Athanaze is probably securing, is on 79. He moves in now. Round the wicket to Athanaze. Ball pitched up. He whipped this away. Through square leg down to the field on the boundary. Who comes in. Sends the return in. They go through for a single. 166 now for 4. He moves into the 80s and he's about think it's David Jackson saying Athanaze made a century in his previous test series against Australia. I think you mean England there. He never got anywhere near a century. He didn't even get a half century against Australia. So I think you mean England. It would be nice to see if he can get this same thing. So let's watch. Jason Older seconds. He's on 12. Over the wicket comes Mulder, bowl to Older. Another player pleasing drive down to mid-off for there's no run. I think rain would just spoil an interesting finish to a test match. Not true, Mikyle Douglas. It's developing into that, eh? It's developing. The next, weather permitting, the next 10 overs are going to be the next 10 overs is crucial in this match because it is going to determine where the match go, weather permitting. Mulder, bowl to Jason Older, is forward. Open the face of the bat, guided towards backward point. The field that Gully gave chase. Got a single out of it. Older moves to 13. West Indies move to 167 for 4. Athanaze is an 80. As Athanaze seconds. Round the wicket, Mulder bowl to Athanaze. He plays that away into the covers. I didn't like that shot. I think the ball was too far from his body. However, he middled it. But those are the balls that I want to see him either leave them alone or hit it harder. I don't like when he just on the back foot and just playing. I want him either leave it alone or hit it harder. So even if he gets the edge, the fielder, and it goes to the fielder has to take a blinder. So that's the shot I don't like. See, he gets a single though, he moves up to 81. Mulder to Older, and Older defends. Nice. Older stays on 13. One to come in this over from Mulder. He's on 13. Athanaze is with him. The score is 168 for 4. One delivered to come in over number 44, being bowled by Mulder. 168 for 4. Older is on 13. Athanaze is on 81 from 91 deliveries. Let's watch now. Mulder is it to bowl to Jason Older. He's on his way. Over the wicket, bowl to Older, and Older ducked out a Yorker, just closing the gap between himself and the bowler, not giving it any time to swing, ducked out the Yorker. At the end of over number 44, West Indies 168 for 4, needing another 132 to win from 23 overs. Guyana is a spin-friendly pitch, so Motie has to be in the squad. But he's already in the squad, Mr. Casanova. They won't change the squad. The squad was named for both matches. And also maybe Shamar Joseph comes back too, and we rest Jayden Seals. Very interesting point, resting Jayden Seals. Played 4 test match on the trot, but he's our leading bowler. And after the next test match, he will have rest. I got your point, Mr. Casanova, but I don't think I'm leaning towards resting Jayden Seals. Although he played 4 test match on the trot, I'm not leaning toward at this time. I'll give it some more thought, but I'll get your point. And probably if we had some more test match coming up, because there's a month, we don't play Bangladesh until what? November, early December. So, we have September, October. I know that he'll be playing in the CPL, but that's a different thing. I don't think I'd rest him because he will have to rest after that. Maharaj to Athanaze, and he swept it away. He ensured he gets it fine, but straight to the fielder, and there is no run. Charlie X saying, I'm paying close attention to some of the people in the chat. I distinctly remember at least 3 of you all saying Athanaze isn't ready for this level. But Charlie X, I remember persons saying that. I remember, but I wouldn't have an issue with persons who saying that at the time, you know. What Athanaze has done has turned it around for himself. For at the time, what the persons were saying was how it looks at that time. Is how it looks at that time. So Athanaze now turning it around for himself. I don't think the persons were wrong when they said that at the time. What would have been wrong now if they don't give him credit for this innings? You know? So let's look at the field. I'll come back to that at the after this delivery. So there's 2 slip and they seal him it off. Maharaj is going to bowl round the wicket to Jason Holder. He's in bowl to hold and forward. So there's 2 slip, a seal him it off, a short extra cover, backward point. So if Athanaze is getting out for low scores, bowl to hold and hold a drive, beat the inner field, it will go down towards the cover boundary, and they will get a single. He will move up to 64. Athanaze was on 82, and I think he made 81 against England. So this is his highest test score. Or was it 82? Was it 81 or 82 against England? Someone, I could check it very quickly. So so let's watch. He's just putting on back his gloves. He's now on 82. So he's on his highest test score. He scored 82 against England. So let's hope he goes past it. So they're just making the adjustment in the field for the young man. 169 for 4. As it once said, the ball to Athanaze is swept, taken on the pad, outside the half stump, stifled appeal. Well played, young man. He's ensuring he gets his pad outside the half stump and ensure that that ball doesn't turn past the pad. Maharaj would have to turn one sharply from there. And so you have to be careful though about the bunks, but I think the bunks of the ball, maybe that ball was just a little too short for the sweep. Maharaj, ball to Athanaze, is on the back foot, and he got that off the inside edge. So he's now on his highest test score of 83 as that one goes down to fine leg. That's the end of over number 45. West Indies 171 for 4. Athanaze is on 83. Jason Holder is on 14. So Charlie X, if a batsman fail and the fans say that he is not ready, and he continues to fail, and especially in the case of Athanaze, he continues to poke at the ball outside the half stump, and a fan says he's not ready for Test cricket, I understand that. However, now that he's on 83, those same fans need to congratulate him. So I don't have an issue with the fans saying then that he's not ready for Test cricket. Mulder, ball to Athanaze. Loud appeal. This is going to be very close, maybe hanging down the leg side. It probably going down the leg side with the angle. They will have a think about it. Rabada is asking. I think it's Super Sport producing this, you know. They're going for it. They're going for it. It probably just going down the leg side. So it's an 83, going for it. Okay, David Jackson, no problem, man. I've been doing this for 3 years. 3 years now. And I would have made, I have a lot of mistakes that I would have made, David Jackson. So I have no issue. I have absolutely no issue, man. It's okay. It's okay. I think the best is going to be umpire's call. I'm not seeing the leg stump, but the middle stump, but I think it's going to be umpire's call at best. I definitely think it is angry down the leg side. So David Jackson, I have a catalog of mistakes that I would have made. You see the light going on and off, you realize? Just let's watch this. So nothing wrong with that. Yeah, missing. Yeah, it was always going down the leg side. Stephen Roach, he said, I saw a podcast with the late great Shane Warne, who said that in his first few matches he took few wickets for over 100 runs. Yes, yes, down the leg side again, but this time he clipped it away down to the man at fine leg. He didn't pick it up cleanly, that's Ngidi, but he kept it in front of him. They go through for a single. Athanaze move up to 84, Jason Older is on 14. Yes, remember those few test matches well from Shane Warne, which you knew was not good enough. So he practiced for over 4 to 5 hours a day. I like that. And if you have been listening to me long enough, Stephen Roach, you will know that is something that I've been preaching here. Mulder over the wicket to Older, who plays it back down the pitch to the bowler, who field and he misfield, but it goes to mid-off. And there's no slip, absolutely no slip now. Well done, West Indies batsmen. It is something that I've been preaching, Stephen Roach, that they need to practice and practice and practice, not until they get it right, but until they cannot get it wrong. And I've been preaching it. SOS is saying, love the attitude of Athanaze, positive batting. This will bring out more supporters in the stand. Yes, entertain. So Charles Taylor is saying, honestly, I think West Indies should play it safe for a draw. There isn't a lot of batting to come. Over the wicket, ball to Older and Older, misses outside the off stump through to the keeper. There is no run. My reaction to that, I want to see them continue doing what they are doing for the next 10 overs. And once these two is at the crease for the next 10 overs, weather permitting, I will then reconsider my position. But right now, I just want them to continue just back the way they are batting. Back the way they are batting for the next 10 overs. Over the wicket, balls to Older and Older, just playing a check drive into the pitch. The bowler fielding is followed through, and there is no run. 172 for 4. One to come in over number 46. So at this stage, we need 126 to win from 21 overs. After this delivery, it will be 21 overs. 126. So that's just about 126 from 21 is 6 runs and over. Exactly 6 runs and over. Ball to Older. He defends. At the end of the over, he sells 4 bonus runs. Mulder in his frustration field the ball that was played on the onside, and he sends the return in, misses the keeper, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. Welcome runs for the West Indies. 176 now for 4. So we need 122 from 20 overs. If this was a T20 match, you would say 6 runs and over, but we'll also be none for 4 wickets. If it was a T20 match, we'll also be none for 4 wickets. If we, not going there. I'm not getting any conjectures in my head. Not getting any conjectures in my head. I don't want to conjecture nothing right now. All I want is for these two to bat for the next 10 overs, because I think that for the last 10 overs, I'm going to try to do the maths. Maharaj to Athanaze, and he swept this away. Down back with a square leg, straight to the fielder, and there's a single. For the last 10 overs, bear with me a minute as I run this through my head. For the last 10 overs, I think we have scored 44 runs. 44. For the last 10 overs, we have scored 44 runs. Just keep doing what you're doing, guys. Maharaj to Ola is forward. He plays it to the man at short extra cover, and there is no run. And Kirkamute is saying that let's watch Maharaj because he's going through his over much quicker than Mulder. Ball to Older forward. No run. Mr. Charles Taylor, I doubt it that Motie will play in the second test because Warrican earned his place for the second test and Shamar will be back for the second test. So giving your opinion. All right, cool. Kirkamute, nice. 2 slips for Older who drives. Beat that man at Silva. The field and the cover boundary has to come for his left, but they only get a singer. So that will put it now to 178 for 4. 178 for 4. 2 to come in the over. Athanaze is an 85. For Athanaze. And his highest test score from 98 deliveries. 9 fours for him. Maharaj to Athanaze. Down the pitch. It is high in the air. Oh, on the bounce to the man at the mid wicket. Oh, he didn't time it. He didn't get it as he got it. Because of the shot, I thought it was in the air. But it rolled to the fielder coming off the mid wicket boundary. So, lucky there. Lucky. He was down the pitch, but he didn't quite get it. 86 for him nonetheless. Bowls to Older and Older drive. Cannot beat extra cover. Short extra cover and there is no run. So at the end of the over, West Indies 179 for 4. Athanaze is an 86. Jason Older is a 19. Charlie X is saying, and yes, Motie will play because Guyana is a slow wicket. It will provide turn by the end of day 2 at least. So the different opinions is coming in. SO is saying Athanaze is at least moving his feet. Definitely. And you think that because Motie is at home, Charlie X, that he will definitely play. So I appreciate the different opinions coming in. On Tuesday, I will give my opinion about the 11 for the second test. Curtis said, I will be, if the West Indies drop Warrican for Motie after Warrican outperform him, we need to bring in Shamar and Motie out. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze drives. Cannot be covered or pleasant. Pleasing drive into the offside. And there is no run. SO is saying, I believe Motie should always be in a West Indies team, especially in Guyana, with those spinning wickets. Okay? All right, Jamur Smalls. Over the wicket come Mulder, bowls to Athanaze, he bowls and Athanaze turn this away to the fielder short mid wicket and there is no run. I hope, good, great. I hope that didn't affect it. So there's no run. This is better now. 179 for 4. Oh, it's so far behind I am. Oh. So Donald Popo is saying good batting Athanaze. Mulder round the wicket, ball to Athanaze. He stand up tall and defend the ball out to the man at cover, and there is no run. Athanaze is showing that he's willing to learn and adapt. He's trying to recognize his weaknesses and play accordingly. That's very good. Please don't fall rain. Okay, Abraham. Okay. And so Charlie X is replying to Jamor. As I catch up. Jamor saying, let's keep them frustrated. Ball to Athanaze short and he pulls this on the bounce to the man at short mid wicket. Did he drop the catch? Was that a catch? It looks like Maharaj dropped the catch. The reaction from the South African looks like Athanaze was dropped on 86. Wow. This is his lucky day. So it said, it can be done if they take each merit and take the singers. They can hit an average boundary along with extras. Anything is possible. It's a gamble. Mulder bowls to Athanaze and he just plays this one out into the offside. It goes down towards the sweeper coming off the cover boundary. The score will now move up to 180. Athanaze is on 87. Older comes into strike. He's on 19. Yes. Athanaze will convert. Yes, you hear me say, stop it, man. Wanna stop it, no, man. No, don't predict it, man. Don't predict it, please. David Jackson. I can't see Motie bowling. Not bowling well in consecutive matches. I think he will come good in Guyana. Shamar might miss out on that second match. Warrican did too well to be dropped. Over the wicket, plays to bowl to Older. He plays it to mid-on, and there is no run. Charlie X is saying that Maharaj is a poor fielder, to be honest. AR, oh, thank you very much. Please subscribe. So this is a drinks break. 503 watching. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you here. I really appreciate you here. Please remember to slash a like on the video. Click on the subscribe button and support our hurricane relief effort. So thank you all for watching. I welcome you all. So it's a drinks break. So let's see the strategy now. 180. How many overs leave? 19. So that's 118 runs from 19 overs. Help me do the maths now, please. 118 runs from 19 overs. Help me do the maths. 6.3. Is that 6.3 or 6.2? What are they saying? What are they saying? Someone help me do the maths. Is it 6.2 or 6.3? 6.25 thereabout. Charlie X is saying that Maharaj is a poor fielder. Stephen Roach is saying, how do you think the best become the best? Through doing, and how are they? Stephen Roach, I think you just start watching or listening to me. You know, because if everyone who listens to me regularly, and I thank you for tuning in, everyone who listens to me knows that I preach 8 hours a day training. The nurse, the doctor, the teachers, the persons in the private sector, the civil servants, they work 8 hours a day. So I preach that. So I'm glad I have a fan. I'm glad I have a fan who support it, because generally I preach it, and persons like John P. Mikyle would say it's slavery. It's slavery. So I'm glad you support that. I really appreciate it. Jamor Smalls, it definitely seems so. No, I don't think it's 10. It's close to 16. 121. It's close to 6. It's a little over 6. Something about 6.2, 6.3. Charles Taylor is, yes, I like that. Please dig in and focus. Don't give it away. You already did the hard work. True. Yeah, man. I'm Vincent Norton. Join me on Tuesday morning, and you hear my opinion. So tapping the watch, that means 15 overs to go. So it's 15 overs to go. So it's not 19 anymore, because the umpire tapping the watch there means 15 overs to go. So that just set up the run rate now. 7 with the 105. Ball to Athanaze. He swept this away down behind square for a single. He moves to 88. 15 overs. So that is what, 8? 8 and over now. Is a little over 8. That signal where you see the umpire tapped his watch, it means 15 overs to go. So minimum 15 overs. So is the one that come last, they are going by. Whichever come last, Maharaj, bowl to older plays this into the offside. There's a singer, and the score will move up now to 182 for 4. So it means that if the 15 overs are bowled before the hour expired, they will continue until the hour expired. But if a hour comes and the 15 over is not bowled, they will continue, weather permitting, light permitting, until the 15 over is bowled. So the one that come last, either the 15 overs or the hour, the one that come last. So Athanaze turned that to the left of the man at forward short leg. He gets another singer. He's on 89. Jason Older is on 20, playing another good looking innings here. Really that's good. 20 from 49 deliveries. 183 for 4. 183 for 4. So if this is 48 and 15, it's 63. Forward come old and plays it to the man at backward point, and there is no run. Say 63 overs. We were checking 67. Said 63. Said 63 overs, and not 67. Maharaj to older is forward again, just playing it to the man at Silva point, and there is no run. They may call off the match in another 7 or 8 overs if they think that no team can win. 183 for 4. Maharaj, final delivery of over number 49, bowls to older, and older is forward. That's the arm ball. Glad that he spotted it, and it goes back to the bowler. So at the end of the over, 183 for 4. Mikyle Douglas is just saying that these two just need to bat until at least 10 overs in the day's play. So they're playing until 5:45 or 6 p.m. It's 1 hour remaining, so it's not 5:45. It's 5:15. They're playing until 5:15. 8 hours a day training in any sport or profession is excellent. After a while, it becomes more memory. Yes, Charles Taylor. Yes, Charles Taylor. And I am not here saying that they have to train for 8 hours consecutively, and there can be some rest period in that 8 hour. So, in that 8 hours. Yeah, definitely. So, let's watch now as Mulder and Giddy replace Mulder. Round the wicket, ball to Athanaze outside the half stump. He plays that away down towards cover and a single. You know, that's the delivery that get him into trouble. Now, I maintain that if he's playing that shot, he should play full-blooded. That's what I'm going to maintain. I would hate to see him nicked off now in his 90s. 90 for Athanaze. 185. 185 it is for 4. Thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here. As Ngidi comes into older, and older plays this away into the offside. There is no run. So, Truth Set You Free said, Mr. Forum, I must say thanks. Though I watch cricket by listening to you, I have learned a lot. Example, field placement and the tapping of the wicket and the tapping of the watch. Okay, thank you. Over the wickets come ball to Jason Old, and that one comes back in. It was a slower delivery. It keeps slow. Thank you, Truth Set You Free. I appreciate it. Cajun Brown is saying, Cajun, you have a good Cajun. Nice to have you here. That sounds like a young person. They are getting paid. They need to be like army people. Do you saw where the Pakistan cricketers, the PCB, having the cricketers training with the army and they send them away in some bush and some hills and so on? Balls to hold and he whips this away. It misses, it goes through to the keeper. If I work 10 hours a day for half a dollar, why can't they work 5 hours a day for a full day's play? And these players, those that are on West Indies retainer contract, they are getting like about $6,000-7,000 a month, US dollars, whether they play a match or not, Those who are on regional contract probably get three. I will tell you the exact numbers, but I know for sure the persons who are on West Indies retainer contract, they are getting about $6,000 a month, whether they play a match or not. They get $8,000 a match. The captain will probably get a little more. They stayed in 5-star hotel when they play a match. They travel first class, so they can definitely put in the hours, man. Leighton James, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So that is true. Watching on television, I don't know how to do it. But below, when you see, if you are watching on the laptop or a tablet or a phone, below the video, you'll see the thumbs up signal. Just click on it. York. So York there, older, dubbed it out. The end of the over. Athanaze is a 90. West Indies 184 for 4. I think, I've always saying Athanaze's wicket is very important to how long this match lasts. Whether he gets out or not is going to determine how this match lasts. Interesting stats, said Mikyle Douglas. Athanaze scored 34 from the sweep and reverse sweep, which is the most scored by a West Indies batsman in an innings since 2007. Very interesting. You remember when I was said Mikyle Douglas, watch Maharaj, comes into Athanaze and he swept this away. Down back with a square leg, straight to the fielder, another single. He moves to 91. The score will now move to 185 for 4. Older, who's on 30, comes in to strike. So 20, sorry, Older is on 20. I'm giving him 10 more. Hopefully he gets to 30. You can recall I was saying that I would tell him not to play the reverse sweep, but he has to be able to express himself. You remember, that's very interesting numbers. Older defends this one to the man at short mid-off. So I remind you, there's a silly mid-off, there's a slip, and a man at short mid-off. There's a backward point also, and there's a short extra cover. There's a mid-on, there's a man and the backward square leg boundary. There's a long off, halfway to the boundary. And there's a man now at cover who's coming very closer. So there's going to be a So let's watch this field. So there's still a short cover. It looks like the man on the cover boundary has come in and the silly mid-off has gone to forward short leg, and there's also a leg slip as Maharaj tried to hit the spot that the bowlers roughed up outside the line of the leg stump. So he's trying to hit that spot, and Older just pushes the pad and kick it away. For once the ball pitch outside the leg stump or come in contact with the batsman outside the left stump, he cannot be given out like before. Slip that bowls to Older deep in his crease and turn this away down to the fielder coming off the long on boundary. They get another single. The score moves up to 186 for 4. Athanaze, who's at 91, comes into strike. So Athanaze is at 91, 186 for 4. This is good from the West Indies. Definitely. Love it. 91. Ola is on 21. 186 for 4. Let's watch the field for Athanaze. As Maharaj comes into him and is forward, plays it out into the offside, and there is no run. That's well played, but a straight back. Just playing it out into the offside. He's a 9-1. He's seconds. Maharaj over the wicket, bowls to him, and that one was the arm ball, and it pitches on about mid and leg stump and goes away from Athanaze. He adjusted well and plays it down into the ground. So at the end of the over, West Indies remains on 186 for 4. Athanaze remains on 91. Older is on 21. This is good from the West Indies. Kirk Commute only I think is the only the umpire can say that our level of cricket is. I think you're saying that our level of cricket is 1. Okay, thank you. Tell Andre that he and I can pad up and play for the West Indies. The salary contracts is very lucrative. Yes, it is. So Stephen Roach is saying, please give Alick a proper broom with the amount of sweep he's doing. He's playing the shot well, though. He's playing it very, very well. So let's watch this field for older. So there's a short mid-on and there's a short mid-off. They are standing right beside the pitch on each side of the wicket. There's also a second slip as Older defend that one from Mulder into the offside, and there is no run. So there are 3 fielders around the bat. I'm seeing those 3 fielders. I'm seeing it. I don't know. So there's a short mid-off. There's an orthodox mid-off. There's a cover. There's also an orthodox mid-on to go with the short mid-on, and there's a mid-wicket, and there's a man on the backward square leg boundary. And Giddy comes in now to Older bowls to Older drives, cannot beat the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So Vincent is saying, oh dear, the if goes again. Marlon Brown is saying, draw match this. I think so. I think so. It's heading into that direction. Let's watch Ngidi. So the internet ready to act up now. It's a time of the day that it's say enough is enough. Forward. Older. So Satamaya Singh Rajput is saying, players like Athanaze, Kirk McKenzie, Shamar Joseph, Jayden Seals, Alzari Joseph, Kavem Hodge definitely can bring West Indies back to the glory. Thank you very much. I never understand this, finger red, #1 cricket commentary channel. Anyone can find the cricket forum. Thank you for that. We are definitely the #1 cricket channel in the West Indies, no doubt about it. Bowl to order, bad delivery, cannot beat backward point, though we got an hand to it, but they will get at least 2. Come back now for 2. Ola should have put that away. Nonetheless, they got only 1. They got only 1. Disappointed there. I just thought it was 2. 187 for 4. It was a full toss outside the off stump, and Ola cut it away, but could not beat backward point. That should have been 4. Athanaze is now on 91. The player ratings tomorrow is going to be very interesting. Join me just about 9:35 Jamaica time, 10:35 in the East and in the US. It's going to be very, very interesting player rating. I'm particularly love to see what Jason Older is going to get. Very, very interesting. Please join me then. And give it to Athanaze, full toss. He turns it away off his pad. Down to fine, like a slow delivery by engaged, but he watched it well. He moves up to 92, or was there leg by? No signal from the umpire, 92. Well, I don't expect a signal from the umpire, because if that was leg before, if that was hit him on the pad, it would be a loud appeal from the South African. If we are to win, calculated risks will have to be made. That is true. That is true. I'm thinking about that comment while I watch this last over of the over. Last liver of the over. Come ball to Jason Older, who opened the face of the bat, guided them towards third man. It's running very close to the boundary. The fielder comes around and field, and they go back for 2. 190 for 4 now, the West Indies. That's the end of over number 52. So we have 11 overs to go. 11 overs to get 108 runs. My calculation is that we have 11 overs to go. I don't think match is on. I think on the South Africa, I don't see West Indies winning here. Stephen Roach, after due consideration, I think West Indies got the most out of this match. Thank you, Envoy. It was a pleasure having your company for the last 5 days. You have been here with us all the time, and I enjoy your company. I enjoy the banter. You know, it's good that a South African could join the chat. So we really enjoy it. And they're really slowing up the game right now. They are slowing up the game for 2 reasons. They are trying to ice Athanaze. You know, when you're icing the penalty. So they're going to make it as difficult and as long as possible for Athanaze. Ken Rice Smith, I'm not talking about that, you know. Ball to Athanaze, and he's beaten between bat and pad. Did he get edge to that one? It's running away towards the boundary. They're gone for 1. They'll come back for 2. Did he get some bat onto that one? It's by. So it was beaten in the gap between bat and pad, as that one turned sharply out of the bowler's foot mark. It did. So it hit that foot mark and turned sharply. And Athanaze was beaten between bat and pad, and it goes away for 2 by. 192 for 4. Let's watch Athanaze here. We need to zone in on Athanaze, you know, because Maharaj to Athanaze, and he swept at it, misses, but he got his body outside the line of the off stump. So I think Athanaze have decided to play the sweep here. This is going to be very interesting here now. Very, very interesting. Maharaj is aiming for that foot mark. And Athanaze swept at this again, taken on the pad, and there is no run. Maharaj is definitely aiming for that foot mark at this time. Definitely aiming for that foot mark. Going to be very interesting. Very interesting here. He's a 92. So there's a slip and a backward short leg. Comes in, ball to Athanaze, is on the back foot, and he places down on the inside of the pitch, and there is no run. It's definitely, so it's a dangerous spot outside the half stump. You know, definitely. And George is saying, we don't have to go for the runs. Swept away. He's out caught. He's out caught. He swept away, and he picked out the man at backward square leg. And Athanaze gone for 92. Oh, what a tragic end. Unfortunate. He swept it away down to the man halfway on the backward square leg boundary. And Athanaze gone for 92. Well played, young man. You can hold your head high. The bunks got the better of him. Off the gloves. It lobbed to the man down at backward square leg who took the catch. That looks to be Stubbs. His third catch of the innings. And Athanaze gone for 92. West Indies now 192 for 5. Athanaze gone, caught. That looks to be Stubbs. Getting the wicket. Well played. I know. So Joshua da Silva come to the crease. Athanaze gone. I think it's Stubbs who took the catch. Just waiting for the confirmation. It hasn't come up as yet. Rickelton. It was Rickelton who took the catch, not Stubbs. Very out-sweeping. Tragic but well played. Please don't clap Athanaze if he... Stephen Roach is saying, please don't clap Athanaze if he gets 100. Don't forget he's doing his job. You know that at the end of the year when the postman deliver your mails, at the end of the year you usually put something in an envelope, give the postman. At the end of the year you usually put something in an envelope, give the garbage collector. You know, so although they are doing their job, so if he have gotten to 100, I would still have clapped him. You know, and I do not want to hear anyone say that he should not have played the sweep shot. He has been playing it well. He has been playing it well. So I do not want to hear anyone to say he should not have played the sweep shot. You know, good knock. Very good knock. Good knock. Yes, he still didn't get his 100. I would love that. Gale and Evans, I think Michael Olin should recommend you to Sky Sport to do some work broadcasting with one of the top broadcasting channels. How would I love that? I would love that. As long as I can continue my YouTube channel and do it. Athanaze have to wait again. The good thing about it, this innings from Athanaze guarantee him the next 3 test matches. And especially playing against Bangladesh at home, you know. So this innings guarantee him the next 3 test matches, and that will be 6 innings. I was saying earlier, the approach of this match will depend on what happened to Athanaze. I think if Athanaze had gotten his 100, the South Africa would have called it off. I think that now that Athanaze has been dismissed, the South African are going to try and go for the win. So when I say that Athanaze, what happened to Athanaze will determine how far this match goes. That's exactly what I was talking about. If I got 100, I think they would have shaken and come off. But now that he's out, they are going to try and go for the win. I saw the umpire taking the light reading a while ago. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. You don't need to do that. Or did they take a reading earlier in the match? Because if they did not take a reading earlier in the match, it makes no sense taking a reading on the last day. It's either you offer the batsman the light or not. Because why you take a reading in the match, you know, is to make sure that you are consistent for the remainder of the test match. So if your reading on day 1 is say 5, for argument's sake, and you decide to come off with the reading at 5, for the remainder of the test match, you will come off when the reading is at 5. But if it is at 4, you'll stay on because you'll say that it was 5 when you come off on the first day. I don't recall if they take a reading for the remainders of the day. I hope Older doesn't think that West Indies can still win the match, because if he gets out, it's going to be very disappointing. Steve Roach, he was set up. I don't know. What I can tell you that the ball that he swept and misses was a little short, and that's what caused it to bounce. Satamayan is saying that we have some good batsmen for the future, but as Stephen Roach and others mentioned, they need to be training 5-6 hours a day. You know? Yes, Charlie X, I agree with you. Well played. Vincent is saying, I think you are selective with the word if. Well, Vincent, if I said it, I am wrong. I don't agree with if. I don't agree with if. So, Eso is saying, well done, Athanaze. Malcolm P. Ball to the Silva, who drove this into the covers, and they go for a single. So he said 9 overs remaining in the day's play. Let's watch this over. I really want to thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Please have a wonderful evening. Whatsoever the outcome of this match, I think the West Indies have done fairly well. I wouldn't say that they did great, but I think that they did above average. Join me tomorrow morning for the live, not for my player rating, 9:35 Jamaican time, 10:35 in the Eastern Caribbean. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Have a wonderful evening. I am tired.